Hi everyone, I'm Sue, your Magnificence mentor. Today on Magnificence Moments, this is number 21 by the way, we're going to chat a little bit about courage. So what is courage exactly? Some definitions that I've seen just relate it to bravery, and bravery and courage are kind of synonyms and much the same thing. I guess I like to define courage as an accumulation of small acts of bravery. Now, you might think that courage, in order to have courage, we need to be without fear. Well, I'm not sure that's possible actually, because there's always something to be a little bit fearful about. So rather than thinking of courage as the absence of fear, think of it as the actions you take despite the fear. That somehow we manage to just take a deep breath and pull all our energies together in a forward direction. Of course, fear tends to want to make us just run and hide. But courage then suggests that we say, well, I'm still afraid, but somehow I'm going to find a way to overcome that fear and move forward. Now, there are times when what's in front of us is so daunting that we can't find our courage, that somehow we pull the bucket out of the well and the bucket's empty. That's just all there is to it. In those instances, it's certainly possible and really very desirable to borrow courage from someone else. Someone that you trust, someone that you admire, that you can lean on and say, I just need some support here. I need somebody to listen to my fears and to not poo-poo them, to basically honor that that's where I'm at, and then help me find that strength inside. So it's leaning on someone else a little bit so that you can then move forward in the way that you want to. So with courage, I encourage you to think about the times when it was tough for you, times when you just weren't too sure where you were going to turn, and yet somehow you got through it. So think about how you did that. What was it that pushed you forward, that got you taking that first step, tiny though it might have been? So courage just starts with one small step, and then another small step, and then another small step, and away you go. I remember sitting in the car rental area of the San Diego parking lot at the airport, trying to get up my courage to brave the California freeways for the very first time. It was dark. I wasn't sure where I was going. I'm in a vehicle I've never driven before. Well, it took a little deep breathing, and it took some energy to say, okay, Sue, you can do it. You can do it. And of course, I have to say I had Google to help me map out my direction so I didn't get lost. So that at least was good. Now, I'd like to say that, it was a breeze after that. No, I kind of white-knuckled it most of the way, and every now and again I'd have to remind myself, breathe, just breathe. And I got there safe and sound, and then it wasn't so scary after that. So it's really to recognize that we have acts of courage and we take those brave steps all the time. It's just to remind us, especially when something is perhaps a little overwhelming, that it's very possible and it's very doable. And you can do it because, of course, you are magnificent.